snaps, this is Tortimer the Great. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Minecraft Jurassic World Edition. Today, we've got to take care of a little bit of sad business before we get started. We mentioned, well, we were talking last episode how we've lost a couple of dinos and we haven't actually been out to the Memorial Garden in a bit. I haven't been out here a whole lot either. I think, no, we still have some work we need to do out here, if I remember. Yeah, I still haven't finished working on this thing. I need to do that at some point. But I just haven't taken the time to do that. We still have all these corners and stuff I need to do. But we do have two dinos that we need to memorialize today that we have not done. Ducky, one of our fallen parasaurs, and then Vulcan, our fallen Arseniatherium. So, we're going to go ahead and do that, I think. Yes. Okay, good. Yes. Alright, so let's take all of this. I'm going to need that as well, and these, and those, and this. Okay. Wow, we need a lot of stuff. Okay, hold on. Let me... Okay, so I do actually... What was that? Oh, interesting. I was like holding shift and it gives me more information on these backpacks. What does it mean 0 slots used? I have stuff in these packs, right? I made a new backpack. I could not find the green one. I went back and checked it. Didn't look like I had it even at the beginning of that last episode. So I honestly don't know what would have happened to it. But I lost my materials pack, so I made a new one. I was looking, I pulled up the, my craft guide to figure out how to make backpacks again. It's just a chest of what leather or whatever. It's easy. But I realized then that there's these big backpacks that I hadn't made before. So I tried that. I had to do some tanned leather and things like that. I might show you guys how to do that here at some point. But that gives me a big one, which gives us a fair bit more space. Now hold on, let's actually compare it. So this is like one small chest, and then this is, I guess, a double chest basically. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. So we have double chests worth of space here, which is great. Some of ours were starting to overflow as it was. So I'll probably convert some of these other ones, or make, you know, I can't convert them, but I'll make big backpacks versions for the rest of these as well. Okay. But so yeah, we had to remake that, and I went ahead and stocked it with some of the essentials like our Carpenter blocks and stuff like that. But today we've got, so we have a parasaur, which we're going to memorialize on the monument, and then the Arseniatherium. This actually seems like a nice quiet space back here. Let's put Vulcan back here. Yeah, that seems like a good spot. Okay, so we need the marble and we need some glowstone dust. So I'll go ahead and put the glowstone dust in there, pop the marble in there, and then, oh no, there we go. Should have shifted before I did that. I know better. All right, do that. And, oh no, and that. Okay, very good. Okay, so we can get these off the bar. Now we need our sculpture and our tool pack. And we need, I think, a saw. So let's throw, this is a dirt block we've been chiseling off of. There we go, and there we go. Yep, that's right. Ready. And we need to put these down there. Very good. And our pick. We'll grab our pick back here, pick that up. Alright, so tools pack. Let's throw the saw away because we don't need that anymore. Let's get our big pack out, and anything we don't need. So we don't need the marble. Or wait, no, those are actually going back in the middle here. So yeah, actually, none of this is going back in our pack. Okay. And we need some little sculpture pieces. We'll build up some dirt, etc. Like to make it look like it's freshly dug, things like that. Build up a little bit of stuff. Put a pile of dirt back here, maybe. Just a little something. All right. Good enough. And so let's look at the format we've got here then. RIP, name, and episodes. All right. So P3, and then this one is going to be Vulcan. And Vulcan, I went back and looked. She was with us from episode 67 to episode 77. So about 10 episodes there. And she will be missed. I don't have anything, unfortunately, to bury for her, so that's pretty much what we'll leave it at for now. And then we also want to memorialize Ducky, one of our fallen parasaurs here. I think I'm going to put Ducky on the back here with Neko. seems like probably if we're gonna have a spare one, we might as well put it back here. So we'll do 3r.i.p. And then this was Ducky, and Ducky was with us from episode, there it is, 56 to 67. So Ducky is credited with dying. Ducky died the same episode we hatched or birthed, I guess, the Arseniotheriums, because we realized the parasaurs were just not going to cut it, and so we're like, all right, we're putting Paraceratheriums in here, or Arseniotheriums in here. Paraceratheriums would be interesting from Ark. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Get everybody installed here now. Oh, we got to put our supplies back in our chest so it's all here the next time we come and have to do this. Just makes more sense to leave this out here as opposed to carrying it around with me, because this is the only place we need some of that stuff. We can put our gear on, our backpack away. Okay. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and head on back. We're going to do a little bit of work on the... What the heck? Who are you? I have a name tag. Age 2, gender male, temperament territorial, untamed. What? Where did you come from? Who are you? What is... How did... Where did you even come from? How did all this get shifted? Did I do that intentionally? I don't know how that happened. All kinds of crazy stuff happening. Okay, well, we have a little baby boy Allosaur just chilling out here by the graveyard. How did I miss him when I came through? I don't know, but we got other things to do today, Allosaur, so you're gonna come with me. And I'm gonna be very confused as to how and why you exist. What? Interesting. Okay, well, there we go, I suppose. Right. Okay. Continuing on, we are going to be working a little bit on the, which actually reminds me, grab my creatures pack. Definitely need more space here as well. We'll do that. We'll put the Allosaur there. We're going to be doing a little bit of work on the Tiki Bar today, and actually I do have a couple of things to talk about with that. We've got some names that I decided on, and we're going to talk a little bit about some different eating options that we're going to have around the park, because right now, really, we've got the little food court, which I didn't come up with a name, but I totally forgot about that existence. We've got a little food court in the visitor center, which we'll need a name for. Let's see, you're a blacksmith. I want... For most of my food eateries, I'm going to want one of the white aprons, I think. They just look like food service guys to me. That'll be fine. Most of the guys are hanging out over here. But yeah, so I came up with a name for... excuse me, pardon me. Coming through. Just trying to find... Anybody interested in a food service job? You can work at a bar and grill. It'll be great. But so the name for the bar and grill is not didn't end up actually being punny. I've got some great punny names for some of the other things we're going to be putting in, but unfortunately, you're a blacksmith. But unfortunately, for today, I don't have a punny name. But we are going to be calling the bar and grill the Badlands Bar and Grill, and the Badlands is where a lot of the fossils have been dug up. It's a big dig site out in Montana, I believe. Where most of the dinosaur fossils, at least for North America, have been found. And so we're going to be calling it the Badlands Bar and Grill. It seems to flow pretty well. Okay, so I feel like I should say we're just going to take one of these blacksmiths, I think. Wait, hold on. Is one of you... I guess you're a farmer. No, I like the apron look, though, so we'll take him with us. That'll be fine. I want to use... I was thinking about using this guy, but I want to save him for another application. He's our last... safari guy. I need to get these guys breeding again, I think, potentially. Kill off some ones that aren't going to be useful to me for certain things. I mean, let go, rolling layoffs. Just let some villagers go, and we'll try and bring in a new crop of people who are potentially more useful to us. But yeah, so the Tiki Hut is now going to be known as the Badlands Bar and Grill. And hold on, I do have a list of other names here that I wrote down for some of the other things. Where is that? Nope, that was my... Here it is. Here it is. Sorry. Okay, so, I got this pulled up. We'll talk about it here in a second. Okay, sorry. My bad. Professionalism. Yeah, and we can actually... Ooh, got that close just in time. He had that open and he was coming for me. Okay, so let's sleep really quickly. But yeah, so as I was sitting down trying to come up with names for the Badlands Bar and Grill, which will be further known as the Badlands Bar and Grill, I was trying to come up with these other names, and I came up with a bunch of other names that are going to be great for other restaurants. And we'll talk about that a bit today as well. Ooh, we actually, before we head out too, we do have one Gallimimus that we hatched the last episode that we need to name. Got our Parasaurs over there. Still alive, it sounds like, which is encouraging. And we're going to name the new Lady Gallimimus Zoe. And that comes to us from Derek. Derek Sheridan. Apparently he has a niece had a niece being born even as early as last weekend. And so he wanted me to name a dinosaur after her. And I'm a sucker for those kinds of stories. That's how Coco got her name and things like that. I think Coco was somebody's parrot who had died or something, and so things like that. If it's something that means a lot to somebody, one of my regular commenters and things like that, I'll take that. And we've got a lot of other Gallimimus to name, so those of you guys who have, I'm going to start taking down some of those so that if we've got other Gallimimuses we're hatching in the future, like, you don't have to keep reminding me of what your suggestion is, because we had a couple of good ones, like from Kate Black and some other people as well, that I definitely want to use at some point, but just I'm a kind of a sucker for those kinds of stories, so I went with Zoe, which I figured Zoe and Diana, I think, are our two fossils in Archaeology ones. It fits well enough. Those two go together, so we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, so there's Diana. Ooh, Diana! Or Deanna? That's Deanna. Anyway. Alright. Okay, where's the little ass? I just saw her a second ago. She's so tiny now, though. Is she hanging out? Yeah, she's over here. Ooh, a little bit of a lag spike there. Zoe! Zoe! Okay, there we go. So we've got Zoe and Diana, our two fossils in Archaeology ladies. Where is... Okay, and these two are over here. Or Gambit is. Where's, crap. What's her name? There we are, Standy. There she is. Man, it'd be a shame if we lost Standy. No, it would be a shame. Okay. So, yeah, I think that's all we have to do in the back of the park. We haven't really done anything. We should... I need to continue. I do think I really like, after letting this sit for a while, I really like the glass here. So I do think I'm probably going to switch out the rest of the enclosure for this, but that's going to take a little while. Okay, so we've got... Oh, and the other one's over here. Okay, so they're still alive. Good. Good. So hopefully removing the water from some of these enclosures is going to be all we need to do to really get our dinosaurs staying alive and all that. Staying alive! Yeah, so that's good. That's good to know. Okay, what were we doing? Oh yeah, we're going over the bar and grill. We're working on the Badlands Bar and Grill. We're going to get some stuff finalized over there. I've got some materials that we were supposed to use last week and then didn't end up working out because I somehow threw out my my materials pack at some point, which didn't work out too well for us. Okay, and we do have some materials in here already, I think. Okay, grab this dirt. Oh, I forgot that I had... Well, okay. We're going to need that hammer. And we're going to need some of these clays as well. Alright, so first things first. Let's go ahead and... okay, so we've got lighting in here already, which is good. Okay, we don't need that. We don't need him at present. We need the materials pack. And we've got these collapsible Carpenter blocks, which I've never really used before, but I've seen Fabe use them in his places for pretty much just this purpose. And I don't know why it starts out collapsed like that, but I'm happy that it does, because it means I don't have to necessarily bang it down. But you get these blocks, and you can kind of bang it down into any kind of mesh shape that you might want. And I want it just as a flat countertop, so that's going to work out really nicely for us here. You do sometimes get visual glitches with them and stuff like that, but it's not really in a place where we're going to see it much, so I'm not super worried about it. I'm actually going to fill this with glass too, because you go to these kinds of places, and usually they do have some sort of like glass on top of the bar or something like that. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And what this is, it functions basically as a full block, even though you've kind of pounded down the shape of it into a flat thing. The villager in here is still going to view it as a full block. And so once we put this guy in here, which Actually, I'm gonna need the clay. We can get rid of the carpenter, or not the clay, the glass. Oh, we can get rid of the carpenter blocks. I need this and that. I don't need those right now. Okay. So let's put this back. We'll grab villager. We'll put the villager in here. There we go. And so he shouldn't, even though this looks like it's only one high, his AI shouldn't allow him to get out of there. And we'll kind of see how that plays out. We're gonna stick around here for a couple of minutes and work on some other tables and stuff around the area. But ideally, he should be all set, which is a good thing to note, and we'll use that probably for future things too. And I kind of like the look of the glass on top and all that. We won't really see it because this bar is too high. Because we've got raised seating here and everything. But I really like the look of this here. So yeah, perfect. Other thing I wanted to do, I wanted to go ahead and put a couple of, and I may end up messing with some seating and stuff too. Ooh, oh, I forgot to make, hold on. Do I have any in here? I don't. Let's grab these real quick. Yes, okay, that's all I need. I figured I remembered how to do it, but I don't even remember how to make Minecraft, like vanilla stuff sometimes, so who knows? All right, so we've got the Carpenter pressure plates, which is perfect. Put these back now. We're just gonna put a little bit. So we've got the bar seating here. We're gonna put a little bit of extra seating around. Oh, actually, did I have? Is there dark oak wood in here still? I think I saw a little bit. Yes, we do. Perfect. Okay, so let's get the baked potatoes off the bar. Awesome. All right, so most of my tables are this, perfect, and then that, and one of those. Yeah, that's right. And then let's go ahead and put a chair there, and put a chair there maybe. And we just want to have some little seating things scattered around. Now that may even, like, we've got the pathway here. I bet we can move all of this in one. Oh, good. I was gonna say it's a carpenter block, so I should still get that back. But move all this in just one. Well, I guess. There we go. Okay. And then we can put this here, and I was gonna say we could put the steak away, but we're actually getting a little hungry, so we'll go ahead and eat that. This way, grab this. Go, and then grab these. Perfect. And then okay, so what colors do we have? We've got green, orange, and pink over here. So let's go ahead and put a yellow chair there and a blue chair. How about? Okay. So we've got some little extra seating in and around here. We'll put another one, I think, like right up here. So let's go ahead and put that, and oak. Go. Glass out. In fact, why don't we? No, let's make this. I want to make this another single table. We will do a 2x2 table here in a minute, but this is okay for now. All right, so we'll go ahead and put. Nope. Nope. Okay, we'll do that there. Do this here, and then another one right there, maybe? Sure. Yeah, I can dig it. Okay, and then, let's see, we've got pink, green. Okay, so let's go ahead and make one of these orange. This one orange. Let's make this one, that one purple. And blue's right there. Green's a little further away, so we'll do that. And I can always come back in and mess with these a bit more, but nah, that doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me at all. All right. And then maybe like right here overlooking the stegos, let's put in a 2x2 table. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. But yeah, okay, so some of the other names that I've kind of come up with here. So I was kind of trying to come up with names for this particular establishment here, and I could not come up with anything punny. If you guys can think of anything, I've asked you guys several times and nobody's come up with anything, so I'm not super like expecting much from you guys at this point. But that sounded meaner than I intended it to be, I guess. But So if you guys come up with something better than the Badlands Grill, Bar and Grill, then that's fine, and we can potentially change it at a later point. I'm not super like married to this name necessarily, like but I mean it's the best thing I could come up with, and so I'm pretty happy with it more or less. And then let's go there. Yep, looks good. But the other names I came up with. Okay, so we're gonna have a little ice cream shop somewhere, and at a certain episode, we're probably just gonna go around the park the whole episode and actually lay these in. But get this, the Lost Swirl. Like it sounds like Lost World, or either the Lost Whirl, like, but it's gonna be like a swirl of ice. Does anybody call a whirl of ice like if you mix the two colors, or and I don't know. But the Lost Swirl, Jurassic Pork. So we're gonna have like a hot dog stand called Jurassic Pork, and then we talked about before the Land Before Time is gonna be a fancier restaurant. Probably that one might be like inside the hotel or something. Maybe in the lobby we'll have a nicer restaurant there for our more affluent guests. Okay, so we've got pink that we haven't used on anything yet. Let's go ahead and put the pink chair there, and then we've got. I need to go get some more of my clay colors. These are the only ones I've got. But yeah, so again, the Lost World, Jurassic Pork, the Land Before Time, and then the Badlands Bar and Grill. So if we come up with any other punny names, because you guys know me, I like my punny names. So if we come up with any other punny names, then we can use those. But for now, I think that's gonna do us. And if we end up needing more restaurants and stuff, obviously we can do that as well. Yeah, I need to get some more colors out here. So purple's literally right there. Let's go ahead and actually make this. There we go. Let's make this one yellow. All right, and then make this one orange. Okay. All right. So I think that's more or less. I still have to finish the path here, and I'll work on that at some point. I'm not sure because like. It's not going to come up directly into like it's not going to like center on it. And I really like when I look in the overview map, I really hate all of this. It really bothers me. I think it's just my OCD. It just really bothers me. I'm thinking about just like tearing all of this out and just making this path straight into here. I don't care how this connector works out, but just that needs to end up being straight. But like this doesn't bother me at all because that's just the shape of the shoreline or whatever. But for the reason that bothers me, and so I feel like if I were to, I'm not gonna like curve the path into this. So I might just like turn this into like a dirt path. Transition it from like the wood boardwalk into look more of a dirt path thing into the restaurant or whatever because it's more of a casual place. Anyway, it's a bar and grill sort of thing. And then I do think I've got to figure out. One of the restaurants I was using as kind of inspiration kind of had like a hood coming down for like the cooking stoves and everything. I might end up doing something like that as well. And we'll probably... I need to go get more clay is the problem, but we'll probably put another bigger table maybe back here as well. Just scattering these things around, so if you want to set a table with your family and stuff, and maybe we'll put another, even a little one here. I mean, there's really no reason why we can't scatter a bunch of these around here, but yeah, guys, I think that's gonna be it for today. We named a dinosaur. We memorialized a couple. We found a random. Hold on, Olive. Okay. So as we're talking about memorializing dinosaurs, where is everybody? Okay, so everybody's here. We found a random allosaur, which I have no idea where that guy came from at all. If you guys remember us hatching a random allosaur out there, feel free to let me know. But at present, I'm completely lost for words on that one. And we finished up the Badlands Bar and Grill, or at least as much as we're going to in any given episode. I wanted to work on this a little bit more with you guys because we haven't spent a ton of time working on it together. And I figured we had some stuff left that we could do together. So we've got our bartender installed. So that works out pretty nice. He has not tried to get away yet, which is awesome. And there's no way that like any villager or something is going to come after him where he's at there. So I think it'll end up working out pretty well. Might get some more lighting up here and stuff like that just to be safe. But where he's at should be good. I mean, he's too high. Nobody's jumping up on this. It's a full block in between. It's well lit up there where he's at. So I think we're pretty safe. But yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Next episode, I don't know. I don't know. Let me look at my list. What other things do we have potentially? So I can cross off Tiki Bar. We got that. Planning the park with some new DNAs. Maybe we need to do some stuff. Maybe the petting zoo. I've been having some thoughts about the petting zoo lately, and so maybe the petting zoo. Maybe it's time that we actually got to work on the hotel. I don't know. Yeah, okay, so there's light in the middle there too. But yeah, we'll do something fun next episode. Maybe even hatch another dinosaur or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It'll be an adventure. But thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Gray, and you guys have been great. Make sure to leave those likes, comments, subscriptions for me, guys. And I'll see you all back here next. Ooh, that was bad. My mouse trigger's starting to go. My right mouse button is misfiring on me a lot. Like I'm holding down the mouse button, but it was doing that. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.